I do not have to have a user or a password combination. I simply put my name and my birthday, and I can request an absentee ballot sent to me. As Professor Clements said, there's no chain of custody. The Wisconsin Election Commission in Madison has no idea who's on the other end requesting that ballot. Request number two, if you're in a long-term care facility, and there's 4 of them here in Wisconsin, in full-fledged care, adult daycare, hospice, and assisted living. We have what's called special voting deputies here in Wisconsin. Professor Clements is right. If you and I, Gary, go to that long-term care facility, you and I have to witness that that person is there. They're on the voter roll. They fill the ballot out. We put the ballot back in the envelope. You and I take it back to our local clerk. That's number 2. Number 3, Professor Clements said it right as well. We have drop boxes in Wisconsin. Now, we all know they're illegal. We have no idea who's putting those ballots in those boxes. The good news, Gary, as you and I talked about before, that number went from 573 with Mark Zuckerberg in 2020, the number of boxes all across Wisconsin. That number is now down to 75. But guess which 3 cities have the most drop boxes out of that 75? The 3 bluest cities in Wisconsin, Racine, Madison, and Milwaukee. Now, the number is a lot less, and I haven't gotten the number from Tuesday, but Professor Clements is right again. We have no idea who's putting them in there. Number 4, if you are an overseas person, you can go online and do that. If you send a letter to the clerk and request an absentee ballot, you can do that. Number 6 is early in person. And then number 7, in Wisconsin, you can vote 2 weeks before the election. That's the safest way. That is a chain of custody because you state your name, your address, show your voter ID. But the last way, and we have no control over this, as Professor Clements said, is what we call indefinitely confined. You're confined to your home. It's not someone that's in jail or prison. It's someone in your personal residence. Gary, I can tell your viewers, and Professor Clements, knowing him as I do, probably already knows this number. 3 days ago, 170,000 people in Wisconsin that were indefinitely confined were automatically mailed a ballot, do not have to show photo ID, and do not have to sign a polling book.